Scared of going out? Scared of staying in? Scared of touching? Scared of coming in contact with? But should you be? That's what I'm going to talk about today. My name is Marcus Smith. I'm a motivational speaker, entrepreneur, extreme athlete and coach. Thanks a lot for coming to my YouTube channel. It's all about the fear that's been built up. This is my weekly review and that's my main topic for this week because that's what I found throughout the week. Every week I sit down and I think about what's gone on in the week gone by and I share it here with you guys in under 10 minutes. I'm trying to share as much as I can. There's other things that have happened this week as well, which I think is super important. And I've got some really interesting action points for you that obviously I'm going to share till later so that you watch the whole of the thing. Come on, I'm doing this for you guys and also for me, but let's get to the end together. Scared. Why are we scared? Well, I want to share two different things. One is related to the general population and the second one is related to the gym and fitness industry. Firstly, we've been pretty much, and I was as well, for the first part of lockdown, people are glued to their phones. We're pumping in, I'll get a bit more comfortable here, information that we're getting from the media. And the media are telling us what the media want us to hear, which sometimes is right, but sometimes, like, I literally read it and I'm like, this is not for real. Like, someone's actually printed this. This is not for real. Like, how did they get away with it? So it's almost like, well, we've been drowning our brains in how bad this thing is and how terrible it's going to be for so many days now. And we've sort of programmed or reprogrammed our subconscious to, when we think about going out now, oh my God, no, but I read. And we remember subconsciously what we read a few months ago about how it's actually going to wipe out the whole universe. The reality, well, quite a lot of countries are actually proving something a little bit different. So the media has created this mindset for us, has reprogrammed our subconscious, and we really kind of need to start reprogramming that back to what reality is. So why not look a little bit into scientific studies? Those of you that listen to my podcast will have heard me talk about the fact that I reached out and tried to get someone who scientifically knows the benefit of all this fogging and sanitization. I found a few articles, one on the World Health Organization that said it does nothing. Weird, right? The second reason why I think we're scared when it comes to the fitness industry and gyms and stuff, because when they were allowed to open, definitely in this country, I know in some countries they're still not open yet, the main marketing campaigns that we've seen, and this is not only related to the fitness industry, this is related to a number of different industries, is everyone is obviously marketing on the back of COVID by posting images, pictures, videos, text about things like fogging machines and images of people in restaurants wearing masks, gloves, and all of this stuff, which really does absolutely nothing to destroy our environment. So when we start to see that, the same things happen and we get naturally scared. And if you're scared of going out, of interacting socially, I don't blame you. However, what I want to encourage you to do is maybe go a little bit further afield when it comes to your newsfeed. Watch videos like mine where I'm going to give it to you straight and I'll tell you that I've read an article, a scientific study from the World Health Organization that, as I said earlier, proves that fogging doesn't really do anything. Anyway, move on. Educate yourself, guys. Have a look into some studies. When you read, and I spoke about this a few weeks ago, but when you read an article, question the source. Like, if I tell you something, you're gonna go, if it sounds a bit, you're gonna go, and then you're gonna go and research it maybe, just a simple Google search. There's all sorts of different studies out there. Some are what we'd have called peer-reviewed, which that means they've got a little bit of legitimacy, because if your peers, peer-reviewed, actually agree with what you're saying, then that's a pretty good sign. If none of your peers are willing to put their name on it, then that's really a bit of a problem. So what you can do to unscare yourself, because actually if you look to a bit of the science and a bit of the research, it's not really that bad, and just because you go to a supermarket or go and sit in a cafe, it doesn't mean you're going to get COVID and die. Look at the people that are dying. Are they in your category or not? Are they healthy or not? Actually, there's a stat that came out here this week in the UAE that said 40% of everyone that has died in the UAE of COVID-19 was obese. So if you're not obese, I think you're not in risk. Anyway, education is super important. We're also scared a little bit about the unknown. What might happen? And really guys, can we sit around trying to figure out what's gonna happen? I don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna happen. So let's get on and live now. That's something that I think is really important to all of us, because otherwise we're just creating these pictures and these images and these stories, and which are then becoming thoughts which we're believing, which we're reprogramming to our subconscious, that's reality, and it's not really. Live now. Let's not worry about what's coming up. Other reflections that I've got, which is super important, my wife Holly is coming back next week. I'm super excited, 4 months. Now, when she was away, obviously it was super challenging, and I'd sort of put in my mind, listen, just crack on with things, just crack on. And I tried to stay as present as I could without often, sometimes my mind would wonder and go, oh my goodness, is she ever coming back? But now I know that she's coming back. I've kind of had this insane amount of thoughts over the last 3 or 4 days since I got the news of what has happened. It's been 4 months. I haven't seen Holly for 4 whole months. What's happened? Well, some interesting stats. One of them I spoke about with a friend the other day. I've finished a whole bottle of probiotics. That's 90 days worth, 3 months, which is just a weird thought. I've been locked up in my own house, all alone. Lots of things, lots of thoughts, lots of ideas have happened from that. And now I'm allowed out. And all of my habits have probably changed. So, yeah, aside from cleaning the house, I got some good advice actually through Instagram the other day. One of my female followers said to me, she said, make sure you clean the house, but know that no matter how well you clean it, Holly will want to clean it again because you won't have done it right, and you're gonna have to deal with that. And I was like, that's right. And I'm absolutely at peace with it. However, one challenge, that's Holly. One challenge I want to put out to you guys, and I think this is super helpful, is, and this is why, apart from the fact to share with you, and I'm happy that Holly's coming back, that I bring this up and this reflection, is I put something out a few weeks ago, and I've thought about it even more the last week, is have a think about one thing that you started doing during your lockdown that you think, feel, or have proven that has made your life better, and during lockdown you committed to doing that, and please continue that thing. Think about what it is and think how positively it impacted your life, and please continue it. For me, it's spending a lot more time on my yoga mat, stretching, and really taking care of my body. Super simple. I'll just sit around in the evening rather than laying on the couch. If I'm reading a little bit, watching something, listening to something, I'll do it on the yoga mat. You could do too. My action points for this week, guys. Number 1, super simple. Please go out. Please take the precautions, of course. If it says wear a mask in your country, wear a mask. Be extra careful. Don't get too close to people. That's just common sense. But go out. You can't stay home forever. There's really nothing to be scared of. And these trips out, what they're going to do for you is they're going to help you to gain confidence. Confidence in what's going on, and confidence in all of the people around you. Don't be weird about it. People are looking at each other strange. There's the whole mask and you can only see the eyes. That's okay. Go out, it'll build your confidence, and it'll show you, it'll help you to reprogram your subconscious, and it'll help you to go out even more. But above all, don't be scared. Stay cool and be cool. There's a lot of very tense people out there at the moment. People still shouting at me in this country for not wearing a mask when I'm running, although that's not the law. Stay cool. Everything's taking a little bit longer, and that's absolutely okay. There's no need to be scared. You really shouldn't be. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the week. I hope you've had a great week, and I hope you're enjoying doing some reflection as well. Thanks a lot for coming by, guys. I really appreciate you.